Where would we be without survivor perks in Dead by Daylight? You wouldn't be able to run faster, heal faster, repair faster, stop groaning and moaning when you're injured. You probably wouldn't even be able to shit faster either. What I plan to do today is rate each and every single one of them out of 10. You may ask yourself, what does the rating that I give it matter? It doesn't. But I figured we would make a bloody day of it. Barbecue, chips, sausages, and just have some fun. What we're going to do is we're going to start with Dwight and work our way down the list. Let's get into it. So, starting with Dwight Fairfield. Shroot. Bond. Gives you the ability to see others' auras in a certain distance. Uncommon's distance is 20 meters, rare is 28 meters, and very rare is 36 meters. Overall, pretty basic perk. There's nothing much to it. It's good to find your other teammates and jump on a Jenny with them or help heal them, but nothing much to it. We'll give it a 5 out of 10. It's not very beneficial, but it does help in certain situations. Prove thyself. Basically, just a 15% repair speed bonus per survivor. The difference between uncommon, rare, and very rare is simply the amount of more blood points you get for the co-op actions. For uncommon, it's 50% more blood points. For rare, 75% more blood points. And for very rare is 100% more blood points. Decent perk, I find it pretty good. It's great if you're in a team with like 3 or 4 people. That way you can just run around on gens together. One person runs the perk and smash them over real quickly. Other than that, that's it! I'm going to give Prove Thyself a 7 out of 10. It is very useful in making those generator speeds a lot quicker. Leader. No one uses this perk. Very rarely do I find anyone that uses this perk. Increases speeds for other survivors, not yourself, on all other interactions other than repairing pretty much. So you're healing, sabotage, unhooking, cleansing, exit gates, fucking everything. Uncommon gives you a 15% increase of speed, rare is 20%, and very rare is 25%. Mediocre perk, I don't really use it. I don't see anyone else that uses it often. Doesn't seem that useful. Very rarely are you standing next to someone who's unlocking a chest. You tend to just piss off. Unhooking, unlocking, cleansing, they don't really take that long, so it's not a perk that you'd prioritize over others. There's definitely better out there. So we're going to give it a 4 out of 10. Doesn't come in handy that often. Meggy Weggy. Sprint Burst. Break into a sprint of 150% of your normal running speed for a maximum of 3 seconds. After your sprint ends, you go into the exhausted status effect. Uncommon, you stay exhausted for 60 seconds. Rare, 50 seconds. And very rare, 40 seconds. Exhausted does not cool down if you're still sprinting, so you have to be still. Best idea to jump on a Jenny or something. I personally think it's a great perk. It's really good to be able to get to generators a lot quicker and evade your killer if you need to. The only bad thing about it is once you've run out, you then tend to keep running and then the cooldown doesn't kick in until you stop. Pretty good perk. We're going to give it a 7 out of 10. Quick and quiet. You make no noise vaulting in windows and pallets or hiding in lockers. Uncommon has a 30-second cooldown. Rare has a 25-second cooldown. Very rare has a 20-second cooldown. Interesting perk, this one. I don't think it's very beneficial because that's what I say, so don't fucking argue. No, it's just you very rarely rush vault unless you're in a chase. And if he's in a chase, the killer's already seen you and is going to know where you are. So there's definitely better perks you can run other than this one. I'll give it a 4 out of 10. Adrenaline! Once you get that 5th Jenny done, you're going to see some magic. It only activates after all 5 generators are complete. If you're injured, you'll go to the health state. If you're in the dying state, you'll go to the injured state. And if you're on a hook and you are unhooked, you'll go straight to the health state. It also allows you to run at 150% of your normal running speed for 5 seconds. Adrenaline ignores exhaustion. However, uncommon causes it for 60 seconds. Rare causes it for 50 seconds. And very rare causes it for 40 seconds. The only bad thing about this perk is that it only gets used if you get to the 5 generators. So if you have a shit team, well, I'm sorry, you've wasted the perk. Great perk otherwise, 8 out of 10. Claudette. Empathy. It allows you to see the auras of survivors in the injured state or dying state within a certain meterage. Uncommon is 64 meters, rare is 96 meters, and very rare is 128 meters. This perk is shit. Anyone who uses it is an idiot. End of story. Unless you're dead set on wanting to heal everyone in the game, this perk is shit. It really is. It gives one good advantage. When someone gets hit and you see them injured far away, it gives you like an understanding of where the killer is. That is practically it. Otherwise, it is dog crap. 2 out of 10. Self-care. Basically, taking matters into your own hands gives you the ability to heal yourself at 50% of the normal speed. The differences between uncommon, rare, and very rare is simply the healing efficiency of medkits. Uncommon decreases the depletion rate of medkits by 10%, rare by 15%, and very rare by 20%. If you want to say a big fuck you to your whole team because they couldn't be bothered healing you, you can just run off yourself on a nice hidey hole and heal yourself. It does take a while, but at least you can count on yourself not to go down. It's an alright perk, but it's not very beneficial considering the boon perk for self-healing has just come out, so it renders it kind of useless really. So 4 out of 10.
Botany Knowledge. You spent a long time studying plants, so now you know how to increase healing speeds from it.
Literally increases healing speeds. That is all it does, as well as the efficiency of medkits. The uncommon increases the efficiency of medkits by 11%, rare is 22%, and very rare is 33%. So if you want to heal people faster, this is the perk for you. It's pretty good when you're in a rush to heal. Most people, when they unhook someone, they heal right where the hook is, so it would be good to have in that sense of speed wise. 5 out of 10.
Jake Paul. Saboteur.
It allows you to sabotage hooks without needing a toolbox. Also, it allows you to see the auras of the hooks when a survivor is being carried by the killer, within 56 meters of where they've been picked up. Uncommon has a 90-second cooldown, rare has a 75-second cooldown, and very rare has a 60-second cooldown. Unless you're planning on like trying to come in clutch and save someone, then there's no real point to run it. There's a lot of obstacles that make this perk not very good. If the killer sees you starting to sabotage one, more than likely they'll just turn and go to another one, and generally they make it most of the time. The second thing is, if you are sabotaging one and the killer is able to get a hit off on you, then it cancels that effect. So overall, fuck that perk. It's a 3 out of 10, bitch.
Calm Spirit. All this perk does is stop the crows from flying away when you get too close, bah.
Literally, it just stops you from alerting the crows. Uncommon lowers the odds by 80%, rare by 90%, and very rare by 100%. The only way you can make a crow fly away when you have 100% is by walking on top of it. It's a pretty basic bitch. It's not the best perk, not very useful in many situations. Like anytime I alert a crow, I don't really give a fuck.
Just have some common sense, okay? Just fucking run where there's no fucking crow.
Overall, it's pretty useless. Wouldn't use it. 2 out of 10.
Iron Will.
If anyone talks shit about this perk, fucking defriend them. Basically stops you from grunting as much when you're injured. Uncommon lowers the noise of grunts by 50%, rare by 75%, very rare by 100%. This is an extremely useful perk. I don't know how many times I've been caught hiding behind a rock or a tree, trying to avoid the killer, and they can just hear you grunting and moaning behind the rock. Okay, maybe not that grunting, but definitely use it in a lot of the builds. Really helps save your ass. I give it a 9 out of 10. Top quality perk.
Nea and
Urban Evasion. Oh yes, baby, yes! What a fucking perk! This perk just increases your movement speed whilst crouching. Uncommon is 90% increase, rare is 95% increase, and very rare is 100% increase. You can crouch the same speed as you're walking with very rare. Fucking, you gotta love this perk, eh? It is the best for pissing people off. When they see you at the end and you're running it, immediate someone's gonna shit on you straight away. It's good for crouching behind rocks and evading the killer. It's especially good for getting in close and trying to unhook someone. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. This is top quality. We're going to give it a 5 out of 10 because it is good, but it's not that good. Fuck. Streetwise. All this does is make your items last longer. That is it. Uncommon decreases the depletion rate by 15%, rare by 20%, and very rare by 25%. It works for all survivors within 8 meters of the person running the perk. I never use this perk, never see anyone else use it either. No one's willing to give up one of their perk slots for that. Nah, no way. Like, it's okay, but... So this perk will rate at 3 out of 10. Balanced landing. It reduces the stagger from dropping by 75%. It suppresses your grunts from falling. And once you land, you burst into a sprint of 150% of the normal running speed for 3 seconds. After that, it causes the exhausted effect. Uncommon, exhausted stays for 60 seconds, rare for 50 seconds, and very rare for 40 seconds. Once again, the exhausted effect will not decrease if you're running. You can do anything else, just not running. It's a mediocre perk, really. You could just run sprint bursts and you'd be fine. You don't have to worry about falling from anywhere. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10.
Bill Overbeck, the big man.
Left behind.
I'm not horseshitting around, I'm doing this alone.
When you are the final survivor in a trial, the hatch will be revealed to you within a certain meterage. Uncommon is 24 meters, rare is 28 meters, and very rare is 32 meters. I never run this perk because usually I'm dead before everyone else. It's a sad truth. You're more than likely to have probably more games where you'll survive, or at least you'll get all 5 jennies done. And another bad thing with this is you could know where the hatch is, but then the killer could get there before you. Not a very useful perk, it's quite selfish really. It's just all about me. Maybe it is my kind of perk. 10 out of 10. Now we're going to give this a 2 out of 10.
Unbreakable.
This perk gives you the ability to recover from the dying state once per trial. The difference between common, rare, and very rare is the recovery speed. For uncommon, the recovery speed is 25%, rare is 30%, very rare is 35%. This perk is a bit iffy because it depends on what kind of killer they are. If they slug you, this perk is great. However, if they don't, they pick you up and hook you straight away, well then, bad luck. There is a possible chance that this could work for you in a trial, but most of the time you get picked up and hooked straight away. Not really worth using when there's better perks out there. Overall, this is going to get a 4 out of 10, because fuck you.
Borrowed time.
Now this perk, my god, it's absolutely amazing. Once you save an ally from the hook, they will have multiple seconds of endurance protecting them from the killer. Basically, they'll be able to take a hit and run away. However, once you take a hit, you'll be inflicted with deep womb status effect. You'll have 20 seconds to mend yourself. Uncommon gives you 8 seconds of endurance, rare gives you 10 seconds of endurance, and very rare gives you 12 seconds of endurance. This is an absolute fantastic perk if the killer is camping the hooks, and of late there have been a shitload of campers, especially on Bubba. Fuck that shit, man. Fuck that shit. Absolute top quality perk. It's a very good teammate perk. I rate it at 8 out of 10. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've enjoyed this first part. If you have, leave a like and subscribe. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next one.